A small portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Kiwi Co. Well, hey friends, so glad you stopped by to hang out with me today while we get some stuff done around this place. It is that time of the year where the weather is so beautiful and everything is growing and blooming, and all I want to do is spend time outside. But if that's what I did, my house would absolutely fall apart more than it already does. So before we head out to do the fun part, I've got some garden stuff that I'd like to show you and maybe work on. I have a greenhouse that I would like to do some organizing and decluttering in. Before we get to that though, I'm gonna head back inside. I've just been out here sipping my coffee, but it's time to just do a quick like 10-minute tidy up around there. I have found that that really helps preemptively sort of take care of the house so that it's not a total disaster by the end of a gardening day. So let's do the not so fun part and then we'll come back outside and have a little bit more fun. And I wanted to take a quick moment to thank you all so much for the kind comments and messages and sweet wishes and prayers that you have sent for our family. We have been sick this last week and I wasn't able to post when I expected to. We had chicken pox, not fun at all. But so glad that we are nearing the end of being contagious. We are feeling so much better this week, but the house really felt it with just not feeling well and having to stay home. So I am determined to not drown in housework this week, and I have learned that doing things little by little really makes the biggest difference. So if you have anything to do around your house today, even if it's just setting a load of laundry or decluttering out a junk drawer, I would love it so much if you would join me. But you know me, I love to balance productivity with peacefulness. And if it's better for you to just sit back, relax, and watch the video versus work alongside me, I love that for you. If no one has given you permission yet today to just take some time for yourself and do a bit of resting, then here it is. And to thank you guys so much for all the love that you've been showing me lately, I have a really fun giveaway that I'm super excited about coming later on in this video, so stay tuned. Just getting the few things cleared off this table that we had here from homeschooling makes me feel so much better about the state of my house, even though there is a mess literally in every room right now. That's okay, one thing at a time. You know, this table could really use a vase of flowers in the middle. So I think we're gonna go snip some tulips a little bit later on. I've got plenty out on my driveway right now. They are so gorgeous and I wanna bring some of that beauty inside. We're gonna work on the kitchen next because I've actually only been working for about 5 minutes here. But before we do, I would like to thank Kiwi Co for providing some summertime STEAM learning for my kids and for sponsoring the next couple of minutes of this video. The best part of summer? No school! The worst part of summer? No school. And if your kids are anything like mine, the change in schedule or routine during the summertime can definitely bring some boredom. But thanks so much to Kiwi Co, that is a thing of the past with their brand new summer adventure series. Our family has loved Kiwi Co since our kids were babies, and we really enjoy their STEAM model-based learning kits and hands-on activities. And when they came out with their summer adventure series, I was stoked because this is exactly what we need to enjoy our summer and to keep our mind sharp, to have some time filler in our days. If you know, you know. For the summer adventure series with Kiwi Co, you choose your expedition. Each comes with 6 hands-on projects with all the materials and instructions for hours of summer fun. Then you schedule your delivery. It's super flexible. You can either choose to get all 6 at once. Maybe you're going out of town and you want to bring it with you. Maybe you want to pick and choose and do things at your own pace, or you can have them pace it out and do one delivery every week for 6 weeks. Then it's time to start your adventure. You build your projects together, you learn together, and you can go on their website for more videos, printables, more DIY projects that you can do from the comfort of your home. Even though we're not quite on our summer break yet, we couldn't help ourselves. We've already gotten into a couple of the Kiwi Co crates from the Engineering Fun Summer Adventure Series. These 6 project kits are perfect for my boys. It's ages 9 through 14 plus, but they have something for every kid from 2 years old up until the teen years. In fact, Haley and I just ordered her summer adventure series. It's the When I Grow Up series that has lots of hands-on fun about engineering and science fields and careers. And yeah, you betcha, I used my own code because it's honestly such a good deal, and you guys can too. It's code NatalieB at checkout at kiwico.com/NatalieBSummer, or you can just follow the link in my description box to check them out. And thanks so much to Kiwi Co for sponsoring that portion of this video. And the biggest thanks goes to you guys for all the love and support here on my channel, which enables me to work with brands that I absolutely love, to be able to put out free content on this channel and to help provide for our family. I'm so, so grateful. So now it's time to move on to giving this kitchen a quick tidy. This is not a deep clean. This is a quick once over, little declutter, little wipe down, and then we're moving on to other things. And while I work on this kitchen, I have a quick PS to share with you. Okay, the quick PS here is that I have to give a shout out to Kiwi Co. I know I just talked about them, and this part of the video is absolutely not sponsored. They don't know I'm even gonna say this. And typically I don't talk about the behind the scenes brand work and contracts and stuff that I do, but I just have to give a shout out to the PR media team handling their sponsorships. I was supposed to film and post this video last week. That's what my contract with Kiwi Co said, but because we're dealing with chickenpox, I apologetically had to write an email asking for an extension, which I never do, and their almost immediate response was health and family come first. You can absolutely wait a week to film and post this video. And can I just say, I am so impressed, and not for the first time, actually. I am so grateful that I've been a longtime partner with Kiwi Co, and they've just continued to have such a high standard of how they treat the people that they work with. And so even if you're not able to, or not even interested in purchasing from them, that's totally okay. I always share brands with zero pressure to you guys. But if you wanted to join me in giving them some love, just find them on social media, wherever you consume social media, and just send them a kind comment or a message thanking them for raising the bar. You know, in a world of negativity, I just want to send some love because they truly deserve it. And I am so, so grateful to be one of their partners. So I know this is not revolutionary at all, but something that we have been enjoying that's kind of new for our family is to make decaf iced tea to go with dinner. Our best friends are from Texas originally. They live out here now, and we get together at least once a week when we don't have chickenpox, that is. And they always serve decaf iced tea with dinner, and Weston and I have just loved it so much. So I just boiled some water. I've got some tea bags in there steeping, and once that cools down a little bit, I'll pop it in the fridge and it will be nice and chilled for dinner tonight. This is a clean towel, but I have a pile of dirty towels here that I'm going to start in the washing machine. That's another thing that I can just have rolling while I'm doing other things, and I feel like I'm staying on top of life. Halfway through my gardening adventures, I'll put the wash into the dryer, or I will forget 9 times out of 10. But I've been spending the evenings sorting through or folding the clean laundry at the end of the day, and I feel like I've kind of gotten into a good rhythm here. So let's start this load and then head out to the greenhouse. This vinegar, which is actually 6%, so it's even stronger than the other vinegar we had. You want to hand that to me?
What's the salt gonna do?
The salt has a chemical reaction with the vinegar and just makes it that much stronger, and it kills a plant. This is how we kill the weeds in our gravel without using toxic chemicals. I'm not going to call this chemical free because we know that there are chemicals. Like salt itself is a chemical.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Vinegar is a chemical.
But you could use, some people use.
And there are definitely chemicals in Dawn dish soap. But we actually put this in. Why do you think we put in the dish soap?
So it makes them more slippery and wipes them away.
Very close. It's actually so that the solution here that we're making is whoop.
No, I want to pop it.
It makes the solution that we're making here more sticky so that it sticks to the blades of the grass growing in there or other little weeds and stuff.
You okay?
Here we go. Locks it in. Now it's really tight. We need to make sure this is tight. We need to make sure this is tight. There we go. Now you take this and you don't pump it more than 10 times, okay?
Okay.
Anything that's green in the gravel, you can spray with that stuff. Huh?
Last time. See?
Yep. And you can see what I have already done because it's turned brown.
Did it just kill it?
Like last week it did. Welcome to the greenhouse, which for this season isn't necessarily here for seed starting because I'm actually doing something a bit different in my garden this year. I'm not doing starts. I'm actually direct sowing as much as I can. When we get to like the tomatoes and pepper season, I will probably go get starts from someone else or my mom or the side of the road or Lowe's or a local nursery, that sort of thing. But this season, my greenhouse, which it's been almost a year since I've had it. Weston surprised me with this for Mother's Day last year and we built it together and it was a lot of fun. A lot of work. So grateful to have it because it's kind of like a tool shed. Right now it's holding a lot of the different tools and materials and stuff that I need. Right now I have seeds out in it because it's not getting too hot for these seeds to be stored out here, and most of what I have out here is getting planted this year. I've already planted some. Yeah, don't spray it up. Get right down close to the plant. There you go, good job. I have all sorts of fun stuff, which I might do a little seed haul for you. Right now, the haul I would like to do is a couple of vintage items that I recently purchased, starting with this adorable hand-knitted sweater vest. I swear my Grandma Judy had something very similar, if not this exact same sweater vest. I feel like I have more and more so been getting into my granny era. I want to say ever since we moved to this house, it's a very true part of who I am, just to be nostalgic and kind of nerdy and also a touch frumpy, and I'm fully embracing it. And for days like this where it's sunny but still a little bit cool, it's the perfect extra layer and it's so pretty with the hand knitted floral detail. I love it so much. Look at what else I picked up. Speaking of floral detail, found this little 2-piece wall bucket wooden hand-painted set, and I thought that these would be perfect to hang up. Who's back there? Oh, that freaked me out, girl. I had to put my sunglasses on. It's gotten quite bright in here, but what I was saying before I had a heart attack is I think I'm gonna hang these up on the wall and stash my tools in them. So I have like a box cutter, several pairs of scissors, and little tools like that that I need a spot for. So that's gonna go in here. It actually reminds me a lot of this thing that I've had for a while, this hand-painted little, I think it's a recipe box. I'm using it to put packets of seeds into. Let's see some of the stuff that I'm growing this year, some seeds that I either ordered or picked up from a nursery or hardware store. I did these cucumbers last year. They're the Muncher cucumbers, and my goodness, they just performed so well for me. And I think that this year I'm gonna have them climb instead of be more of a bush. I think they really wanted to do that last year. I also got some mini pumpkins. I've had trouble growing big pumpkins here, and so I thought I would just do myself a favor and set out to do little pumpkins from the start. I also got a small gourd mix. I have already planted our mammoth melting snow peas. I've already planted beets, carrots, radishes, zucchini out there. Let's see, what else? We planted chamomile today. I think we're gonna go plant some marigolds because I like to do beneficial blooms in the garden so that insects and pollinators will be attracted to it and then try to suppress like the bad or unwanted insects. I've had really good luck with this method, so it's time to plant those. And speaking of flowers, I already planted, the kids and I actually planted a bunch of sunflowers around the back and one side of the garden. These are some of my favorite things to grow. And also speaking of flowers, I made my first ever floret order. This is actually a local company to us here in Skagit Valley, and she has a whole documentary series and a wonderful business. And so I ordered a couple of zinnia mixes. I did a celosia mix too, which looks really cool. I am very new to the world of cut flower gardens, and I've been doing so much research and so much learning. And I've actually reached out to some local people and some friends to get their input and their advice because I think this year we're doing sort of a half cut flower garden, half landscape-ish bed using this garden like landscaping bed that we have right at the front of our house. Perfect sun exposure for that sort of thing. And I think within the next few weeks here, I'm going to be planting some starts that I'm getting from people, as well as direct sowing some of these seeds that I ordered. So very excited about all of that. Right now, I think I'm gonna hang these little baskets on the wall so that I can do a little bit of tidying up in here. I'm not gonna get it perfect in here, but progress over perfection, right? Hi, buddy. What's up? If you cold pickle something, it's different. I don't know.
Some people eat hot pickles?
My gloves are always wet at the end of a day of gardening. And so I've been wanting to have like a little clothesline that I can just hang them up on to dry rather than just setting them down. So this is perfect. I just hung them between the two hooks that I put these baskets on. Looking and feeling much better in here with this little spot organized and decluttered a bit. There's still plenty to do. I've got a mess and stuff in random places, but it's time to move on to doing some planting. Let's head to the garden. Okay. Sure, here, I'll put some in your palm. And then you can sprinkle them.
Why do they have to be multiple seeds?
So that I get multiple plants. There. We'll do one there.
Like that?
Yep.
How big
And then
are
one here.
How big are those seeds?
And then one here. And I'm gonna put
Can I put one?
3 seeds in that, 3 seeds in that.
Why did you do 3?
Because I want better chances of them actually sprouting. I planted a few things thanks to Liam's help. Thank you, buddy. We've just been sitting here watching the bees. We have so many cute bumblebees all over our strawberries and our blueberries. This berry patch over here just makes me so happy. It's one of the most like satisfying, gratifying spots in the garden because it just continues to produce from spring to fall. It's awesome. Oop, I'm dropping seeds. When I started this garden, I honestly was very overwhelmed with the idea of gardening. And I remember telling my mom, like when I was first planning things, I was like, I just want to do just a couple of things because any more than that and I'll just get so overwhelmed. And it has taken me, this is now the 3rd season of gardening, to expand the number of things that I'm growing, the different types of crops that I'm growing. And there are some things that I'm super confident in because they kind of just run themselves, like the blueberries and strawberries. or radishes and carrots and that sort of thing that has worked out really well for me, or zucchini, of course. And then there are other things that I'm kind of going, whew, we shall see. This is the first year that I have planted onions. I'll show you where they are. They're in this little patch here at the front of the garden because I realized deer and rabbits don't want them, so why have them in that valuable real estate that's protected by the fence? I should be protecting the things that they actually do want. So I have red and, oh, like a Maui sweet onion in there that's rated for the area here that we're growing them in, and we'll see if they grow. So many things are just a work in progress, and that's okay. It doesn't all have to be done perfectly. I'm a very all or nothing person, and actually gardening has been one of those things that has taught me so much about the idea of doing things a little bit at a time, here and there. When I called my mom that first year when I was setting out with my gardening, I just didn't realize what time and experience can give you in the way of learning a garden. And fails aren't actually fails because they're always opportunities to learn how to do things differently, to learn more about yourself or about the environment that you're growing things in. But mostly it's been the reward of the experience of learning something new and having an honest to goodness hobby. Just the gratification of working with my hands and seeing something come out of it. It's very cool. So I told the kids that we would go take a walk. I'm also gonna grab my small pair of scissors here because I'm gonna go snip some tulips that I can put in that vase on our dining room table.
You're in my mind. I close my eyes, so it's just you and I tell myself you'll be back again. When the stars are aligned, we will dance in the meadow on our favorite place. When spring is coming.
Oh hey, I grew these. No big deal.
That was cringy.
The color of a lilac, or like the nepeta that we have outside. I don't think that there are blue tulips. We should look that up. Maybe during school tomorrow we'll look that up. I could be wrong. Those tulips with those double bloom or multi-bloom daffodils in there, that is just such a pretty bouquet. I don't think I've ever put that pretty of a bouquet together from store-bought tulips. So this makes me excited to grow more flowers. Hopefully that cut flower garden dream can somewhat at least come true this year. We shall see. For now, it's time to make dinner.
On our favorite place. When spring is coming.
Leo, you want to tell Dad what we planted today in the garden?
No, you have to actually do that.
Zucchini and marigold.
Zucchini? Actually, no, it was cucumber today.
What's marigold do?
Marigold is a...
That attracts pollinators.
It attracts pollinators, yep, that's correct.
Man,
So
look.
it attracts butterflies and bees and other pollinators to come to your garden so that it will also pollinate the flowers of whatever you're growing.
Oh.
And also it smells bad to like rabbits and deer. And also with more good insects in your garden, it suppresses bad insects from being there. Yep.
Is the sour cream good?
Yeah.
Well, dinner last night was delicious, and tonight I am making enchiladas with the leftovers. I love being able to stretch meals and make multiple things out of one set of groceries. I've got some gardening that I'm going to be doing today. It's May. Happy May. We have a beautiful day ahead of us and I am gonna get to it. So that means it's time for me to say goodbye. But before I go, I just wanted to share with you guys a special little thing that I would like to do for you. This is just a small way for me to send some love back to you for all of the kindness and the love and support that you show me over here or on any of my other pages. I love posting over on my Patreon page. And I know that it's not for everyone. Maybe you're not interested. Maybe you can't quite afford the $5 a month yet. That's no problem, and I've never shared it with any sort of pressure, but I do want you to know that it exists and we have a lot of fun over there. So this month and then possibly throughout the next several months, I'm going to be running giveaways where if you're interested and if you want to, you can enter to win a 1-month membership to my Patreon and see all of the content that I have posted over there. And from the people who enter the giveaway for this specific video, I'm going to be picking 5 winners. The way you enter is actually really fun too. I'm making my Ireland travel vlog that I just posted last month available for anyone to see, whether you pay for Patreon or not, sort of as a little preview of what you can see over there on that page. I will leave the link in my description box. You can go over to the Patreon page and there you will see my Ireland vlog is unlocked for anyone to be able to view. Go ahead to that video and leave me a comment with hashtag NBGiveaway and I will be picking 5 winners from those comments. Make sure that you don't fall for any spam or fake giveaway comments. Please look for the verified check mark next to my name if I respond to you. I am not on WhatsApp. I'm not going to ask for your personal information. Please verify that it is actually me before you would ever give any information to anyone. This problem seems to be less than what it was about a year ago when it was horrible and people were being scammed out of hundreds of dollars. It was wild last year. But as we know, when one scam sort of peters out, another one rises up in its place. So stay vigilant, folks. But again, I just want to be able to give back, and this is one of the ways that I can do that. I love hosting giveaways, so if the prize for this giveaway isn't quite for you, stay tuned because I actually plan to host giveaways in each video that I post throughout the months of May through August, just to share the summer love a little bit with you guys. Thank you so much for coming along with me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying some more vloggy sort of content. It's nice to be able just to pick up the camera and share my day with you on a day that it makes sense to do so. But if there's another sort of video that you would like to see on my channel, please leave me a comment. I actually kind of have a little banked up supply or list of things that I could feature in a favorites video. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so let me know what you would like to see. Leave me a comment. I'll be sure to reply and say hi. Thanks so much for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.